אז ישיר משה ובני ישראל את השירה הזאת לאדוני, ויאמרו לאמור, השירה לאדוני כי גאו גאה, סוס ורוחו רמה וים.
Städtel ist Amerika, mit Chayach leben. Es ruht durch für die Schienele, wir sollen als ein Leben. Milchumes, Pixen, Menschenblut, darfen wir auf Zures. A Gubernator darf nicht, a Kaiser auf Kapures. Heiß es geht, sing alle mit. Oi,
Leben soll Columbus, trink Brüder, lach Lechayim. Leben soll Columbus, läuft vor dem Land dem Naim. Seid zufrieden, gräbt nur in die Trompes, schreit jeden. Leben soll Columbus, Leben soll Columbus. Vermeidlich in Amerika, Gligura Kaneden, weil Boys ist doch geheul hayam, atene goya leben. Kein Adam darf men doch nicht schon im Kapores, und als a Trombe, ich will Geld, krieg am Moid mit Sures. Ai, es ist geht, sing alle mit. Oi, Leben soll Columbus, trinkt Brüder, lach Lechayim. Leben soll Columbus, euch vor dem Land dem Naim. Seid zufrieden, gräbt nur in die Trompes, schreit jeden. Leben soll Columbus, Leben soll Columbus.
A Städtel ist Amerika, mit Chayach leben. Es ruht auf der Schienele, wir sollten als sein leben. Milchumes, Pixen, Menschenblut, dürfen wir auf Zures. A Gubernator darf man nicht a Kaiser auf Kapures. Eins ist sing de Jala mit. Oh, ja,
Leben soll Columbus, trink Brüder, lach Lechayim. Leben soll Columbus, euch vor dem Land dem Naim. Seid zufrieden, gräbt nicht in die Trompes, schreit jeden. Leben soll Columbus, leben soll, leben soll, leben soll. Leben soll Columbus, leben soll Columbus. Leben soll Columbus, trink Brüder, lach Lechayim. Leben soll Columbus, euch vor dem Land dem Naim. Seid zufrieden, glätt nur in die Trompes, schreit jeden. Leben soll Columbus, leben soll Columbus, soll Columbus, soll Columbus.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. What a delight it is for you all to be here with us this evening for this most recent presentation from our Music at Emmanuel series. It is such a joy to have all of you with us here this evening, and an even more special joy to welcome our visiting cantors who are bringing their talent and skill and love of Jewish song from all over the country to help make real this vision that Cantor Simmons had for this concert and this series. We're so grateful that you all are here. It is such a great joy to share tonight with all of you. So friends, Passover is nearly upon us, our annual opportunity to revisit the seminal Jewish experience of being strangers in a strange land, longing for a place to come home to. For all of us, for all of our families, at some point in the journeys that led us here, someone somewhere along the way decided that that home would be here, that the United States would be the destination of promise and opportunity they had yearned for. The Jewish experience has always centered around the yearning for a place that is ours, where we can feel comfortable and safe and at ease. For some of us, our family stories tell us that America was that place, the home where we could finally belong. Other families have stories about feeling alienated and marginalized as Jews in America. And still others tell stories about having once been on the fringes, moved toward the center, and using their newfound comfort and privilege to extend the hand of assistance and hospitality to those who are newer arrivals on America's shores. This is the beautiful duality at the heart of Jewish life in America, where we never forget where we came from, but we also do not let that memory eclipse the importance of where we are today, this place of promise where Jews know deeply what it is to stand out and fit in.
Landsman! Landsman! Hallo! Landsman! Landsman! Hallo! Landsman! Gott! Gott! Danken Gott! Danken Gott, als du gefunden. Ein finsteren Sach hat mich gefahren. Ich hab gegangen erwarten zu San Francisco. Und verkackte Menschen haben mich geschlagen und hat mich gehagelt machen.
Was hat er gesagt? Ja, ich kann ihn auch nicht verstehen. Was spricht er für eine Sprache?
Was ist die Meier? Kannst du verstehen Jiddisch?
Was macht er denn hier?
Spricht der Mann Deutsch?
Nein, das ist nicht Deutsch.
Ja, natürlich. Das ist so komische Kleidung.
Können Sie Englisch sprechen?
Does thou speak English?
Does thou speak Eng? Oi, oi, Gewalt!
I began to sense there was a world beyond what I knew, and I had lunch at Butch Johnson's house.
Is there something wrong, Ben?
No, this is fine. I just never had raw bread before.
What?
We always cook it. You know, toast it.
Oh, I can do that.
No, there's too much white here. The milk is white. The bread is white. It's all white stuff.
Well, what do you normally have?
Not this.
What was on the bread?
Luncheon meat. I've never heard of it.
Not bologna? Not salami?
No, luncheon meat with mayonnaise and milk. Everything was white.
Wow, they must not be Jewish. They're the other kind.
A couple of years later, I began to realize that the other kind was about 99% of the world.
It's a nice ham this year, Mom.
Oh, yeah. Grammy always does such a good job.
Great sauce.
It is. It's dynamite ham. We went over to the swap meet. Annie, Graham, and I. Got some nice picture frames.
We really had a good time.
Anne tells us that you've been seeing a psychiatrist for 15 years.
Yes, I'm making excellent progress. Pretty soon when I lie down on his couch, I won't have to wear the lobster bib.
Dwayne and I went out to the boat basin.
We were caulking holes all day.
And Randolph Hunt was drunk, as usual.
Oh, that Randolph Hunt. You remember Randy Hunt, Annie? He was in the choir with you.
Oh, yes.
I can't believe this family. Annie's mother is really beautiful.
And they're talking swap meets and boat basins, and the old lady at the end of the table is a classic Jew hater. And they really look American, you know, very healthy. They're, like, they never get sick or anything. Nothing like my family. You know, the two are like oil and water.
Let him drop dead. Who needs his business?
His wife has diabetes.
Diabetes?
Jack
Is
Adams
that
is
an
the new
excuse,
president of the Rotary.
diabetes?
Let me tell you,
A man
he
is
something
50
else.
years old
It was
and doesn't
Jack's
have a
wife who used to
substantial
make that
job.
lunch that you loved, Danny.
Oh, yes, that's right.
What are you talking about? You know what you're talking about?
Sure, defend him.
Oh, you remember her, Annie? We were in 4-H.
Mo Moscow, he had a coronary.
How do you plan to spend the holidays, Mrs. Singer?
We fast.
Fast?
You know, no food. You know, to atone for our sins.
What sins? I don't understand.
Tell you the truth, neither do we.
I know we laughed a little at those pictures of what it might be like to kind of blend into American society, and this next song is a sad story of women working in a factory who were killed in a fire, and we wanted to share this experience, this meditation on this moment in history. In the heart of New York City, near Washington Square, in 1911, March winds were cold and bare. A fire broke out in a building 10 stories high, and 146 young girls in those flames did die.
On the top floor of that building, 10 stories in the air, these young girls were working in an old sweatshop there. They were sewing shirt waists for a very low wage. So tired and pale and worn out, they were at a tender age.
The sweatshop was a stuffy room with but a single door. The windows, they were gray with dust from off that dirty floor. There were no comforts and no fresh air, no light to sew thereby. And the girls, they toiled from early morn till darkness filled the sky.
Then on that fateful day, dear God, most terrible of days, when that fire broke out, it grew into a mighty blaze. And that fire trap way up there with but a single door. So many innocent working girls burned to live no more.
100,000 mourners, they followed those sad biers. The streets were filled with people weeping bitter tears. Poets, writers everywhere describe that awful pyre when those young girls were trapped to die in the triangle fire. In the heart of New York City, near Washington Square, in 1911, March winds were cold and bare. A fire broke out in a building 10 stories high, and 146 young girls in those flames did die.
In those flames did die.
In those flames did die. Niet zoek mich wo die Mythen grünen, gefindst mich dort nicht, mein Schatz, wo Lebenswirken bei Maschinen, dort ist mein Dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Nicht such mich, gefindest mich dort, nicht mein Schatz. A schlaf mich mit klingen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Nicht such mich und Tränen spritzt, gefindest mich dort, nicht mein Schatz. Wo Tränen und Zähne kriechen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Und liebst du mich mit wahren Lied, so komm zu mir, mein guter Schatz, und heiter auf mein Herz das Triebe, und mach mir süß mein Ruheplatz, und mach mir süß mein Ruheplatz. Heavenly Father. Oh God, and my Father who is also in heaven, may the light of this flickering candle illuminate the night the way your Spirit illuminates my soul. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can you find me in the night? Papa, are you near me? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you help me not be frightened? Looking at the skies, I seem to see a million eyes. Which ones are yours? Where are you now that yesterday has waved goodbye and closed its doors? The night is so much darker, the wind is so much colder, the world I see is so much bigger now that I'm alone. Papa, please forgive me, try to understand me. Papa, don't you know I had no choice? Can you hear me praying anything I'm saying? Even though the night is filled with voices, I remember everything you taught me, every book I've ever read. Can all the words in all the books help me to face what lies ahead? The trees are so much taller, and I feel so much smaller. The moon is twice as lonely, and the stars are half as bright. Papa, how I love you. Papa, how I need you. Papa, how I miss you. Kissing me good night. These next two pieces didn't make it into your program. Give Me You're Tired, You're Poor by Irving Berlin sets to music the words of Emma Lazarus's poem on the Statue of Liberty. This setting became a popular choice for choirs in the 1950s and 60s. Just a little excerpt from it. This will lead into a song called Huddled Masses by Shana Taub, which tells the story of three refugees through history, Jesus, Anne Frank, and a man detained at JFK during the travel ban in 2017. These songs remind us of the value of welcoming the stranger that is at the heart of being Jewish and also being American.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden
once was a little boy who dreamed of preaching the gospel truth. He lived in a country with an evil king who was killing all the youth. His family fled the country in search of freedom's flame. He was raised a refugee. Jesus was his name. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send them all to me. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Remember what I stand here for.
There once was a little girl who dreamed of being a writer. She lived in a country with an evil king who burned people who prayed like her. Her family tried to flee it, to keep their kid alive, and was raised a refugee. Just her diary survived. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send it to me. You're tired, you're poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Remember what I stand here for.
There once was a young man who dreamed of earning his degree. He lived in a country with an evil king who bombed his family. He flew to reach our border to start his life anew. He's detained today at JFK. We did not let him through. Oh, let him come through. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses on your teeming shore, yearning to breathe free. Send them all to me. Welcome all Muslims, Christians, Jews, and more. Every child feeling hate and war. I lift my lamp beside the golden door, and I forever lift my lamp beside the golden door. Remember what I stand here for.
Oh, beautiful my country, be thine a nobler care than all the wealth of commerce, thy harvest waving there. Be it thy pride to lift up the manhood of the poor. Be thou to the oppressed their freedom's open door. Oh, beautiful our country, round thee in love we draw. Thine is the grace of freedom, thy majesty of law. Be righteousness thy scepter, and justice diadem, and on thy shining forehead be peace. without a home, but not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close, hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America, never looking back again. They're coming to America. Don't it seem so far away? But we're traveling light today, in the eye of the storm, in the eye of the storm.
They call me Anatoly, in prison I did lie. My little window looked out on a Russian sky. For nearly 9 long years, secluded and in pain. And all my people know the charges were a frame. I see my accuser standing in the hall. He points his finger at us all. You must now pay the penalty for the crime of daring to be free. We are leaving Mother Russia. We have waited for too long. We are leaving Mother Russia. When they come for us, we'll be gone.
Our family was traveling through the snow to Minsk when suddenly Papa saw those huge paw prints. When I heard him screaming, I fainted dead away, and I woke up an orphan. Oy vey.
But there are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. Oh, there are no cats in America, so set your mind at ease. But there are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. Oh, there are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. Oh, there are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese.
Detroit City.
Detroit City.
Houston.
Houston.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
New York City.
New York City.
Florida.
Florida.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Y Puerto Rico. Y nothing goes to America. Many hellos in America. Nobody knows in America. Puerto Rico's in America.
I'll drive a Buick through San Juan.
If there's a road you can drive on.
I'll give my cousins a free ride.
How you fit all of them inside.
I like to be in America.
Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America. For a small fee in America. Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together.
I've got some real estate here in my past.
It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. Come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces.
She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy.
I said, be careful, her bow tie is really a camera. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm empty and aching and I don't know why.
Counting the cars on the
Cars
New
on the
Jersey
turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair.
As we raise our voices
In a solemn
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Josh Breitzer.
Idler.
I want to take a peek at the curtains in the living room.
What? What?
He's going to show me how you make them so nice.
I can walk for myself very nicely. Thank you.
Listen,
Yes?
I didn't have anything to do with this. It wasn't my idea.
You feel funny, huh?
This isn't the way I live. This isn't the way I do things.
How do you live?
Well, for one thing, I don't live down here. I live uptown,
Is that right?
1,000,000 miles from here.
This isn't your style.
This isn't my style.
Sometimes you can change your style.
Look, I'm sorry you had to go through this, but my puppy's impossible.
I have this
to-
friend, Harry Shipman. Shipman Imports. Lox, caviar, fancy stuff. For years, he used to wear this little brown cap, the brim pulled down. You wondered how he could see. One day, he's crossing Delancey. This big wind comes. Poof, it's gone. He runs after it, but a truck gets there before he does. He comes into me crying he feels so bad. Harry, I said, here. Take $5, go across to Finkel and buy yourself a new one. But do me a favor. Forget the brown cap. He goes, he comes back an hour later. He's a new man. A gray felt Stetson, a beauty. The next day, he makes an engagement. Between you and me, he must have given Finkel some Nova on the side. There was no $5 hat.
Man trades some locks for Stetson and gets a bride in the bargain. Very romantic.
Oh, he had his eye on her for a long time, but she couldn't see him. That little brown cap. She couldn't see his eyes.
I wear this St. Christopher medal sometimes because I'm Jewish, but my boyfriend is Catholic, and it was cute the way he gave it to me. You know, he said, if it doesn't burn through my skin, it will protect me, which is... Who cares? Different religions. You know, I mean, I guess the only time it's an issue, I suppose, would be like if you're having a baby, you got to figure out like how you want to raise your baby or whatever, you know, which wouldn't even still not be an issue for us because we'd be honest, you know, and just say, you know, like, mommy is one of the chosen people, and daddy believes that Jesus is magic. That's not nice.
We were both born in the same
In
hospital.
1921.
7 days apart.
In the same hospital.
We both grew up
We
one
both
block
lived
away
in
from each
tenements.
other on the Lower East Side.
On Delancey Street.
My family moved to the Bronx
He
when I
lived
was
on
10.
Fordham Road.
Hers moved when she was
I
11.
lived on 183rd Street.
For 6 years, she worked on the 15th
I worked for
floor
a very prominent
as a nurse,
neurologist.
where I had to
Dr.
practice
Bemelman.
on the 14th floor, the very same
We
building.
never met.
Never met.
Can you imagine that?
You know where we met? In an elevator.
I was visiting
In
family.
the Ambassador Hotel in Chicago,
He was on the
Illinois.
3rd floor. I was on the 12th.
I rode up 9 extra floors just to keep talking to her.
9 extra floors.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Golda, before we go to bed, I've just been talking to Perchik and Huddle.
Well,
Well, they seem to be very fond of each other.
well,
And I've decided to give them my permission to be engaged. Good night.
what? Just like that? What? Without even asking me?
Who asks you? I am the father.
Who is he? A pauper. He has nothing, absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. A very rich uncle. He's a good man, Golda. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So what can we do? It's a new world, Golda. A new world. Love. Golda. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town, you're upset. You're worn out. Go inside. Go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Oh, Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well?
For 25 years, I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. So now I'm asking you, Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well?
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years, my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
The main thing to know about this next song is that there are different dialects of spoken Yiddish depending on what region you come from. From my wife I got such aggravation. She's driving me out of my wits. She's from a different denomination. I'm a Litvak and she's a Galitz. We're happily married, I don't want to squawk. We understand each other completely, except when we talk. I say Mutter, sag sie Mitter. Sitz mir bitter, ich sag Butter, sag sie bitter. What's the difference, Mutter, Mitte, bitter? Oi, how I schwitz, 'cause I'm a Litvak and she's a Galit. She's driving me crazy. What a marriage, such Umglicken. She don't even know a chicken is a chicken. She keeps kicking how I'm speaking, says I put on the Ritz, 'cause I'm a Litvak and she's a Gana. Na, 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 na. I love my darling, there is no one finer in Minsko, Pinsko, or even Carolina. But when I call her Shane, sag sie Scheine. As I'm on them Yiddish, let men go in China. So was Teges, she says Teuges. Every time that I get Bleges, she gets Beuges. So was Teges, Teuges, Bleges, Beuges, I'll call it quits, 'cause I'm a Litvak and she's a Gana. Na, 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 na. I say gay, sag sie guy. I say stay, sag sie stei. I say oi, sag sie I. Oi, wei, wei. Why did I ever get married? I say goes, sag sie goes. I say was, sag sie blues. I say blues, sag sie blues. I say do me a favor, sag sie blues in the nose. How she talking don't mean nothing. Such a language is forgotten. I say rotten, she says rotten. Sag ich ruhig in Tatten. So was Teges, she says Teuges. Every time that I get Bleges, she gets yet angry. So says Teges, Teuges, Bleges, I'll call it quits, 'cause I'm a Litvak. I am plain simple Litvak. And she's epis from another world. Ay, she's a Gana, na, 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 na. She's a Galitz.
Breaking my father's heart. The longer I stand looking at you, the more I hear it splinter and crack from 90 miles away. I'm breaking my mother's heart. The JCC of Spring Valley is shaking and crumbling to the ground. And my ancestors rolling in his grave. If you had a tattoo, that wouldn't matter. If you had a shaved head, that'd be cool. If you came from Spain or Japan or the back of a van, just as long as you're not from Hebrew school, I'd say now I'm getting somewhere. I'm finally breaking through. I'd say, hey, shake its heartthrob. I've been waiting for someone like you. I've been waiting through Solomon Schwartz and Jonathan Weiss and the Handelman twins. I've been wading through Michael Greenblatt, Larry Minkus, Noah Pincus, and Liam Katz. And Benny Rosen, Harry Kaplan, Jamie Silver, and David Stein. I've had Shabbos dinners on Friday nights with every Shapiro in Washington Heights. But the minute I first met you, I could barely catch my breath. I've been standing for days with a phone in my hand like an idiot scared to death. I've been wandering through the desert. I've been beaten, I've been hit. My people have suffered for thousands of years and I don't give a If you had a pierced tongue, that wouldn't matter. If you once were in jail or you once were a Jan. If your mother and your brother had relations with each other and your father was connected to the Gotti clan, I'd say, well, nobody's perfect. It's tragic, but it's true. I'd say, hey, shake its heartthrob. I've been waiting for someone like you, breaking the circle. You breaking the light. You are the story I should write. I have to write. If you drove an RV, that wouldn't matter. If you like to drink blood, I think it's cute. If you got a powerful connection to your firearm collection, I'd say, draw, beat, and shoot. I'm your Hebrew slave at your service. Just tell me what to do. I'd say, hey, I've been waiting for someone. I've been praying for someone. I think that I could be in love with someone like you.
Will dir sagen, dir gleich zu Herrn, als du sollst mir Liebe erklären, wenn du redst mit die Augen, will ich mit dir geflogen, wo du willst, sag mich nicht.
Wenn du hörst ein Darischen Schmeichel und wenn du hörst, weißt du Streichel, wenn du bist wie Indianer,
bist a vieler Galizianer. Sag ich, das sagt mich nicht.
sag mir, wie erklärst du das?
Ich will dir sagen, bald verwas. Bei mir bist du schön, bei mir hast du rein, bei mir bist du eine auf der Welt.
Bei mir bist du Gitt, bei mir hast du Hit, bei mir bist du teurer von Geld.
Wie schön
awesome. When you came inside, dear, my heart grew light, and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I rack my brain open to explain all the things that you do to me.
By me, Mr. Shane, please let me explain. By me, Mr. Shane, means you're grand. By me, Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the baddest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. By me, Mr. Shane, so kiss me and say you understand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. By me, Mr. Shane, so kiss me and say you understand.
Bereshit, bara, bara, Elohim, Elohim, et ha'aretz, v'ha'aretz, v'ayta.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Take a break.
I suck. They're gonna take away my yarmulke.
No. You don't suck.
I suck.
Okay. Yes, you do. You suck. But that's okay. You're supposed to suck. This isn't a talent contest. This is a rite of passage. I mean, happens in all cultures. It's about you being 13 years old. God knew that your voice was going to change when you're 13. There's a reason why you got to do your Haftorah at this age. It's a challenge. God is challenging you. He's calling you a chump. So you got to come back at him. You got to say, hey, Hashem, you think you can scare me with a little biblical Hebrew just because my balls haven't dropped yet? I'm serious. You got to show him what Alan Klein's made of.
How?
By sucking with style. Embrace the suckiness. Just say, I love that I suck.
I love that I suck.
Good, but own it. Say it. I love that I suck.
I love that I suck. I love that I suck.
Good. You play.
I love that I suck.
Keep going with that.
I love that I suck.
Okay, good. I'll see you next week.
Hey, we don't slam doors in this house.
Dad, I need a break.
Well, welcome to being an adult, and welcome to being Jewish. We don't get breaks.
Oh my God, stop!
Kissing a boy in a temple? You know how disrespectful that is? Every time you walk into that synagogue, you are declaring to everyone and God, I'm Jewish, and I am part of this.
Well, maybe I don't want to be.
Yes, you do.
I was born into God's kingdom.
Yeah, well, God wants you out right now. How's that?
I hate you!
You don't mean that.
Wow, I never said that to him, and I was nuts.
You hate me.
You're a jerk and you won't let me have a mojito bar.
Gabby!
Hey! That's why we fought the Nazis, so you can have a mojito bar.
Is this a bad time?
No. What's going on?
Are you not?
I don't understand this holiday. I'll never understand this holiday.
What's not to understand?
Thanksgiving. We're giving thanks to whom?
You're giving thanks for what you have.
How many times do we have to go through this?
All I'm saying is we had to get the turkey and we had to kill it to give thanks. If it wasn't this holiday, we wouldn't have turkey. I don't eat turkey the rest of the year. Why do I have to eat it now?
Mom, don't give thanks, okay?
Time to tell the kids when my father came to America.
Oh, can't wait till later.
You wait. The kids should hear the story.
Eva, this is very tender. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's a beautiful boy.
The turkey was in the basement alive. She killed it. Ew.
He brought my father over in 25.
25?
William died 1919 or 25.
25? It was later than 25.
He came the same year that we brought Belle and Edith over.
Belle and Edith came after.
After?
Yeah, after.
It was 26.
Yeah, Gabriel, what's the difference? He came to America, right?
It's a big difference between 25 and 26.
Growing up in a family of Holocaust survivors means that it has always been my duty to survive my own life without a lot of complaining. So I've tried to hide my problems from my bubby to protect her. But this is not a woman who ever needed any protection. She would always know that something was wrong, and I would always wind up spilling it out to her. And of course, she never judged me. She only ever wanted me to find my happiness. She would say to me, "Shirka, your problems are important just like mine. They're yours to figure out, and you will figure them out. And when you do, you will find your voice and your purpose, and you will see what I have always seen in you. You're the one to tell my story. When you sing, my voice will be heard. I trust that you can tell my story. There is strength in your heart, in your word. But how can I ever walk in your footsteps? How will I know what to say? You're the one to tell my story. I know you will find your own way. But who am I to tell this story? Who am I to be the one? At 16 I slept without worry. At 16 you fought with your gun. you saw and survived and rose above, how the world went dark and betrayed you, and how you turned your pain into love. So I'll gather my courage, I'll gather my laughter, I'll gather these stories and cry. If not me, then who will tell this story? All I can do is, Bobby, I promise, I'll try.
You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen.
Whoever put on a talit as a youngster? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah? Will never forget taking it out of the soft velvet bag, opening the folded shawl, spreading it out, kissing the neckband, embroidered or trimmed in gold. Then swinging it in a great swoop overhead, like the heavens, like a chuppah, like a parachute. Then winding it around the head as if playing hide and seek. Then wrapping the body in it tight, tight, snuggling into it like a cocoon of a butterfly. Then opening wide like wings for flying. And why does a talit have stripes and not black and white squares like a chessboard? Because squares are finite, without hope, and stripes come from infinity and go on to infinity. Like runways at the airport, so that angels may land and take off. Whoever put on a talit will never forget coming out of a swimming pool or the sea and being wrapped in a large towel, spreading it out again over the head and snuggling into it tight, tight, still shivering a little and laughing and blessing.
They polished, they shopped, they graded, they chopped, like their mothers did. They salted, they washed, they worried, they noshed, like their mothers did.
Which platter? The gold?
I like it, it's old.
The chipped one? God forbid.
They're starting out there, quick Abby, a chair for your Uncle Sid.
And their brothers ate, and their fathers read, and their children sang Dayenu. And they, the women, did their part the only way that they knew.
And suddenly I felt 5,000 years right there for me to see. The women who had no names and me.
choose not.
They knew what you were thinking before you thought it.
Like their mothers did, preparing the meat that others might eat.
And the chopped liver, the matzo ball soup.
Like their mothers did.
And did they resent the hours they spent and say so?
God forbid. No, they said not a peep, just buried it deep. Like their mothers did. And their husbands read, and their brothers too, as they had for generations, while the women cooked and carried on their kitchen conversations. And I suddenly thought, this isn't how a Seder night should be. For the women who have no names and me. And so 30 years ago, we started a new tradition. A Seder for us. No reason to fuss.
No hiding our good clothes under an apron.
Like our mothers did. Just women, no men. To honor again.
To remember
what our mothers did.
The weeks they'd prepare, the effort, the care.
They're starting out there.
That went unheralded.
Quick Abby, a chair.
Honor today,
but not in the way that our mothers did.
I'm still stirred by the customs that begin each service.
I am Abigail, daughter of Letty, daughter of Seal, daughter of Jenny.
We pass a bowl of water to wash each other's hands. I am Gloria, daughter of Ruth, daughter of Pauline.
I am Hannah, daughter of Beth, daughter of the women who gave me life and breath.
And love.
And our mothers eat, and our sisters read, and our daughters sing in chorus. And we, the women, raise a glass to those who came before us.
And suddenly I'm moved 1,000 ways I never used to be.
By the women in all those picture frames,
the bubbies, the tantas, amazing dames, the wonderful women who had no names, and me. So we have one more song for you tonight. The time has flown by, as it always does. It is such a joy to be able to do these concerts, and this concert really is a love letter to my Jewish musical past, singing in youth choir and singing in the Zamir Chorale in Boston, and it really was so special to be able to sing it for you tonight. And so just a few thank yous this evening. I want to first thank the Friends of Music at Emmanuel, our generous donors, because we could not make this amazing year of music happen without you. So thank you so much. I want to thank these unbelievably amazing cantors, Shira Ginsburg, Josh Breitzer, and Arik Luck, for traveling all the way to Houston to be with us. I love my job. I get to bring my friends to come and sing with me, and you all bring such gifts, and I'm so grateful. To our phenomenal musicians over there, thank you so much. I want to thank Rabbi Fixler for his help designing slides, David Siegel for helping with my video clips, Anna Shabtai, Allison Hale, Gloria Prizant for their help in planning all of the details of Music at Emmanuel, making it all happen. Thank you. Our AV team, you make us sound good, thank you. Our staff and maintenance and security for all of your help. To everyone here tonight, thank you for being here. Stay tuned for information about our next season as we work on that. And we hope you'll join us for a reception following the concert, which will be next door in the gallery.
Not to thank your extraordinary cantor, Rollin Simmons, one of the most innovative, influential, and multi-talented cantors working today. Truly. Thank you.
So we hope you'll join us on this last song. It has a refrain, so we need your voices too. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught.
Before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it's eternally Egypt.
That there's a better place, a promised land, and the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness.
There's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together,
singing ya ya la la ya la ya la ya ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya ya la la ya la. Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Israel lichanu shira b'simcha rabba ve'amenu kulam ya ya la la ya la ya la ya ya la la ya la. Sing it louder, ya ya la la ya la ya la ya ya la la ya la. One more time. Ya ya la la ya la ya la ya ya la la ya 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 la la ya la la ya 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 la la ya la la ya
Like the rehearsal.
Taking notes the whole time, totally.